Hey, please don't be surprised when I say this, but I don't think Abraham Lincoln had blonde hair. I don't, but look, the Lincoln Theater on U Street in Washington, D.C., let's take a look. So most people have heard of Abraham Lincoln, but you've probably never seen Abraham Lincoln depicted with blonde hair. Here's another thing that a lot of people don't know about Abraham Lincoln. He hung 38 men at the same time, leaders, I believe, from the Sioux Nation. 38 men at the same time, largest mass hanging by the United States government ever. He did the Emancipation Proclamation as well. But you gotta look around in your community. Why are we taking in certain groups of refugees in certain places? Why do certain ethnicities dominate certain markets, such as Koreans in the dry cleaning industry in the United States? Or such as nail salons for Vietnamese women in the United States? Notice these countries are colonized countries where we took their young women in as refugees or perhaps as students for our higher education system, where they could fuck their professor that they worked for, and that's true. And sometimes the family would force the women to get abortions, or just like the soldiers who left children behind, they give it to the women and they leave them because they have families, and sometimes they do it with more than one. But you can stack that any way you want it. All kind of weird truths. And we say that there are no coincidences. Let me repeat. We say that there are no coincidences. And so that's cockamamie, just like a blonde-haired surfer Jesus. And you have to remember, the story of Jesus Christ wasn't one man. The Roman Empire, or whatever these people called themselves back then, that are the evil ones that did shit that start like Israel, change the name of Burma to Myanmar, and do things like, I don't know, start South Africa with some crazy ass made up shit until it had to be dismantled. So these crazy people back then were just nailing people to the trees. And if you're a woman and you were mouthy, they'd give you a cesarean section and make your baby either a new soldier or a row man for their boats or whatever, or their factories, their storehouses, get me? And your women, well, you know what they do. Anyways, that's the Roman philosophy, or romance, or romance, or whatever the fuck they call themselves today in the world. And it's older than my butthole hairs. And this story's longer than, well, your umbilical cord that's still hanging out your nose. Fuck off. And look, he's like up here, he's like, I don't think it looks like him, like Abraham Lincoln either. He doesn't have blonde hair. And I'm like, that's right, man. And then everyone's like, you're crazy. You're talking to yourself to paintings on the wall. And I'm saying, hey, what are you talking about? Who are you talking to, huh? I'll say, who are you talking to, huh? What are you talking about? Not really. Dun, 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 dun. Ha, 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 ha.